Hey guys, welcome back to another video. What I have in front of me is a Labubu. These little suckers, I don't really like them so much. And I kind of want to see what happens if I tried to dissect one. So first, I'm going to cut the head off. So we're just going to... It seems I've unlocked the head joint, and oh, that's beautiful. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to rip the head right off, and you're gonna want to save that later because you will be able to roast this over fire and get some very nice results. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna try and cut this off. Not really wanting to come off now, are we? Alright. So first, start off. You're gonna want to give the arms a nice chop and cut. Oh, it's such a nice sound. And you're gonna crack and just look at all of that meat right there. That is beautiful. We're gonna want to save that for later. So we can just scoop all that out and put that to the side. Got more. I am gonna take the entire arm off. Just to make sure it can't grab me. Now you gotta be careful, it does have some very strong bones, but if you're able to get it in a good there we go. That's beautiful. Now the hand, you can choose to either rip off. I'm gonna choose to leave it on, and we can put that next to our head. All of this is just awesome. Now, the feet, you're just gonna wanna pop those right out. These are toxic to ingest, so you're just gonna take those right on out and then put them aside. All right. Now, I am gonna take a little bit more exploration into the head. So, what we're gonna want to do is be very careful with knives. Don't screw around with knives, by the way, if you plan on dissecting. You're gonna give it right into the head. At the seam here, cut right in. If you have a stronger Labubu, it may take a bit of effort. But you see, I broke the stitching there. And now we're good to just go around with our tools, slowly unstitching it. Or you can even pull back at the face. Get a nice look on that. I'm not gonna be able to get it just yet. I have to cut a bit. You can choose to leave its branding on. I'll leave it on for the demonstration, and you're just gonna want to keep cutting it just like that. You see, pulling the head off. That is nice. I might be able to get a finger in there. I'm gonna keep digging at it. I'm gonna try and sneak in with some scissors. No, it's not gonna work. But you see, at this point, it's fair game. It's just easy getting it. What I like doing is getting your knife in the crevice and pulling up. There we go. You see that? Beautiful. Oh yeah. And at this point, you can use your thumbs to kind of take apart all that. Just makes such a nice like ripping sound. Oh ho, ho. And that is the money shot right there. Just take all that meat out, save it for later. We'll get back to the body in a second. There you go. And at that point, you're done with the head. You've successfully cracked it open. Just look at all of that right there. Perfect. Can make a nice stew out of that. Just beautiful. All right, I'm gonna get a bag and I'm gonna set all this meat aside. That is awesome. And then this, I mean, come on, that you can't deny. That looks beautiful. Just put all of it in there. Then you see, you can save the faceplate if you desire. It may take a bit more effort to get it off though. The stitching can be a bit difficult. Alright, that's gonna be something we'll head back to later. But yeah, that's how you cut the head open. And how you get the faceplate off. So we'll go back to this. At the end of the video, I'll teach you how to remove the faceplate safely. And we're gonna go back to the arm. You can extract the meat if you want, but personally, I don't think the arm meat tastes so good. But what you can do is you can deep fry this, and then it'll become a little snack, and that's just so good. So we'll set that aside. And then now we've removed the feet, we can work on the feet here. So I'm just gonna give it a little go with my scissors. Very dangerous, by the way. Do not attempt. And do the same thing for the arm. Crack, move back. And then just look at all that beautiful leg meat. So we're gonna just extract that. Save it for later. Then what you can do once you've peeled off the skin, you can either just save the skin and deep fry it and it becomes really crunchy and very tasty, or you can throw it in with some of your meat and it becomes a really nice like season or add-on, or you can just wear it on your thumb. It's very soft. It's very nice. But if I didn't hate these guys so much, I'd like it more. So yeah, personally, I don't really want to use this, so I'm just gonna set it aside where our arm is. And now you see, we do, so I just fell on the floor. We do have a few options. we can take the rest of the limbs off, or we can start cutting the chest open. I'm going to start cutting the chest open. And to do that, just get your scissors in there. And really just work it. Might take a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna use a bit of knife action here. But my goal is to, oh yeah, that's nice. Hear that? If you hear that, you can just work it right in. That was nice. Once your knife gets inserted here, you're gonna kind of do it like a lobster or a crab, whatever, and you're going to tilt the knife up, and that way you just get a better cut in general. All right, we have some meat leaking, so I'm just gonna set that aside. You see right down there. Now, I would recommend following the little stitching line or the crease, or you can start hacking at it. See that? We got it open. And now with your scissors, you can just run right along that. And that will open up the torso. Oh, that is what you like to see there. We got it cracked open beautifully. Oh, that's nice. It looks like a little like boom, a little explosion, you know? Now from here, we're just gonna take all this out, set it aside. Pretty sure I'm able to, nah, that's like embedded in. So yeah, once you've gotten that crease line down, you can continue working your way up, or just stop there and extract all the meat. And what I like to do is just throw it in some oil and then just cook it to perfection. You want to get all in that stitching right there. Then at this point, you're about done with the dissection. And yeah, so that was the Labubu dissection. Not too hard if you have a good amount of strength. And yeah, you get a hefty payout. So I mean, just look at all that. That is delectable right there. Now, in case you wanted to save the faceplate for some reason, I'm going to tell you how to remove it. So you're going to want to bring it kind of out here. Then you can either use your scissors or your knife and cut. And kind of get rid of that stitching. You see that? There's a little stitch line right there. That's just what's holding it. So you can do it brute force, or use the knife or scissors or any kind of like pry tool to get at it. I'm gonna get back to you guys once I get this faceplate off. It can take a while, so yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I finish this faceplate up. Alright, and now you can see I've gotten the faceplate off. We got the eyes now. I don't know why people would want to save the faceplate, but in case you want to, for some reason, that is a very option. But yeah, this can actually provide as a very tasteful chip if you throw it in against some oil. You can deep fry it. Tastes very good. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not eat any of this. This is just a big giant joke. I really wanted to cut up one of these things, So yeah, don't follow any of the cooking instructions. If you're gonna try and cut one of these up yourself, don't do it my way. I did it terribly. Yeah. Labubu suck. Screw Pop Mart. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.